Hello everybody, welcome to the Three Lotus Tarot. Today we've got a brand new pick a card for you, and it's a big important question which I feel that might be extremely helpful for you, or something that's illuminating for you. Okay, so what is it that we're going to ask about today? We are going to check in with our spirit guides and the universe and ask, what is my life's purpose at this point in your life? What is your life's purpose? And we are going to be using the Tarot of the Golden Wheel as well as the Archangel Power Oracle deck to get our messages across. Okay, so for pile 1 we have got the Queen of Swords with the gold crown. The Queen of Swords with the gold crown, pile 1. Pile 2 will be Three of Swords. Wow, and the orange crown. And lastly, pile 3 is the Four of Wands with the white crown. Okay, so take a deep breath and then see which card or which icon calls out to you. It could even be a combination, of course, as we've always talked about before. And then go to your timestamps in the description box below to get to your reading. I will see you there, guys. Hello, pile 1. So you have chosen the Queen of Swords with the gold crown. So before we begin, let's take a look at the energy that is coming off of the Queen of Swords. Firstly, I'm very drawn to her face, the expression on her face. Can you see that? She's super no nonsense. She's super clear. She's super firm, a little bit aggressive, which is not a problem. I don't want people to think that that's a problem. She looks very strong. She looks very sure of herself. Even the way that she sits, you know, with her arms kind of stretched out a bit and her legs like that, it just gives me that impression that she's comfortable in the position that she's in. She's comfortable with the power that she wields, the authority that she wields. She's got that sword, and then she's got the other weapon on the other hand. So I think that this is a person, pile 1, and this may be you coming into this energy, or this may be you right now, but it tells me that you are firm in where you are. You're comfortable with the power and the control that you may wield. Okay, you're in no way like second guessing yourself. Oh, should I be this? Should I be that? Am I successful? I think you're very clear about that. But now let's take a look at what is the pile 1's life purpose in this phase of their life now. What is pile 1's life purpose? Okay, so now let's take a look at these cards. Oh, okay, actually a lot of cards came out. So we've got the Moon, the King of Wands. You've got the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands. The Seven of Wheels, the Empress, and the Nine of Wands. Okay, so let's see what this unpacks for us. Okay, let's take a look. the Moon, the King of Wands, what is your life purpose? What is your life purpose at this point in time, pile 1? So you are learning. You are learning. It's not been a hard journey. It's not been an easy journey. So it has been challenging. It has been difficult. It has taken its toll on you. You have felt like it's taken its toll on you. Okay. So where do I see this? I see this with the Moon, the 7 of Wheels, and the 9 of Wands. Okay, these are the 3 cards that tell me that it's been a journey for you, but perhaps you've been able to also take it as a learning journey, as a exploratory journey. So that may be what has helped you and pushed you to continue to go on in the way that you've been going on, in the method that you have been able to keep your enthusiasm, or maybe not enthusiasm, but keep your will, keep your strength, keep your conviction, in order to, because you know that there's something you want to reach, there's somewhere you want to reach, there's somebody you want to be, and that is what is keeping you on that path. You know, you're not giving up, even though it's been hard, it's been dreary, it's been draining, it's taken a long time, but you understand it, and you know you have a goal. Okay, and even though you didn't see everything, even though you couldn't see everything that was on your journey, even though sometimes you couldn't understand why things were happening a certain way, why these lessons or these events are coming into your life, and what are they meant to teach you, you still persevered. I think that's the biggest word for you. You persevered. You had the commitment. Okay, Power 1. So I really salute you for that. I give you a lot of kudos for that. And then the thing is that in between these 3 cards, right, which show us about the tenacity that you had through this difficult or long or kind of straining journey, is that you have the King of Wands and the Empress, and you've got that, you know, that divine masculine energy as well as the divine feminine energy. And that is what has kept you going. That's why, whilst the road has been hard, whilst the events or the challenges or people coming into your life and the energies that they bring may not have been the most positive, they may not have been the happiest, but then you always had this within you to keep you on the so-called straight and narrow. Okay, you always knew that there was something better for you, or you knew that there was a goal you wanted to hit, an ambition that you wanted to achieve, and then you were able to persuade yourself, give yourself the inspiration, give yourself that next breath of strength, give yourself that next inspiration, even from the King of Wands and from the Empress. You were ready to birth something new for yourself. You knew that there was a higher goal, a metamorphosis that was awaiting you as you travel this difficult journey. Okay, and you can see very clearly, right? The colors in the cards also show you what you went through. There's the blues, the pastels, the browns, the grays, and then in between you have those sparks of inspiration, sparks of strength, sparks of joy and will. You see, a lot of it, I feel, comes from within you. It's not so much about the external world giving you the inspiration, or the external world helping you with handouts. Of course, the universe is always helping you, helping to mold that path for you, helping to put different opportunities in place, different helping hands in place, because you may have manifested them through your law of attraction, through your knowledge that I'm going to get there and I am there, this is what I'm going to be, I have faith in it. Whilst that may be happening, but a lot of the actual strength and iron will came from within you. Okay, and we see those sparks of of like red fire, vibrancy, liveliness, and that is, I think that if you have not yet reached this energy of the Queen of Swords, where you are so confident, like what I spoke about, you're confident, you're strong, you know that you have paved the way and done the work in order to get here, and you make no apologies about it. If you've not reached this stage yet, this is where you're going to be. And whilst this may seem like one part of your life purpose was to go through this evolutionary road journey and adventure. It was an adventure because you definitely learned a lot on your way. Okay, you learn a lot of lessons in life. You learn how to deal with external forces and situations that may be out of your control, or even people. You were able to learn how to deal with people who sometimes brought in good energies, but also sometimes brought in really toxic or really draining energies. Okay, there may have been some lessons where you have had to learn again and again. So perhaps like the first time, the second round around, you didn't quite learn the lesson yet. So there's a couple there. If you look back, if you self-reflect, Pile 1, there's a couple of lessons there that you've had to do over, in a sense. All right, not in any bad way, but just that you may not have learned the full extent of the lesson or the whole lesson. And so the universe put again in your path an opportunity to learn the lesson, so you learned it again and again, whether you were able then to learn the full lesson or to level up to the next level of mastery. You know, these are different. They're different levels of what you've achieved for different lessons in your life. But if you've not reached this stage of the Queen of Swords energy yet, then you will soon. So part of that life lesson is to go through that journey, that life mission, that life purpose is to go through this journey to reach this point here where you are fully strong. And you are satisfied in yourself as well. I'm not saying you're complacent. I'm saying you're satisfied. And well, you should be, because you have gone through a pretty tough, cool journey. All right. So let's get some more information. What else can we know about Pile 1's life purpose, please? This phase in their life. What else? Take a quick look, and then I want to move on to the next question. Okay, so you've got the Page of Swords. So from the Page of Swords, you can see, right, and you've moved on to the Queen of Swords, or you will very soon be moving on. You may be already here, or you are going to be moving on to the Queen of Swords. You've got the King of Wheels, that's the King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles in conjunction with the King of Wands. Strong power there. You've really reached a very elevated position or stage. Maybe I shouldn't say position, but a very elevated stage in your life, Pile 1. You are fully consummate. You're fully very robust. You're a very robust personality, person, soul in your 3D world now. Okay, beautiful. Page of Wands, of course. Again, Page of Wands to the Page of to the King of Wands. Knight of Wheels to the King of Wheels. That's why we can see that journey that you've been through, Pile 1. Can you see it? We see that evolutionary journey. So firstly, we see how that it was a difficult pathway, but you had your own inspirations and your own will, right? And then now this is where we see, like, from one level to the next level, you keep progressing, you keep improving, you keep leveling up. Okay, if you're currently, Pile 1, at the stage of the pages, then you know, you rest assured, you know you're on your way to the Kings and the Queens stages. I don't know what else to say. You've got the Queen of Wheels here. And the Magician. Yes, I want to put this all down here because you are most definitely a very, very big manifester and you have made it happen. Okay, this did not come easy to you. This did not come quickly to you, but you definitely, that's why I said it was in you. You manifested this, Pile 1. All right, so now very quickly, I do want to get into what can Pile 1 do with this life purpose. What does Pile 1 do with this life purpose of this? My guides from the universe, light and source, angels. What does what does Pile 1 do with this life purpose of this? Anything else? Last shuffle. Thank you. Okay. So we see that beautiful Queen of Wands who has come out. You've got like almost all the stages of the court cards for the different suits. Okay, you've got the pages, you've got the knights, you've got the queens, and you've got the kings. Okay, for the wands, for the swords, for the pentacles. So yes, so you've got the Queen of Wands now. Remember what the question is. Okay, the question is, what do you do with this life purpose? What you've learned, what you've gained, what you've achieved, what do you do with it? So we've got the Queen of Wands, Judgment, Queen of Cups. Now the cups have come in. Now the cups have come in. Five of Swords, Six of Wands, and the Four of Cups. Yes. Okay, so your life purpose, guys, because you have been through so much and you have climbed the ladder, you have walked the steps to get to where you are now. So you know how to get things done. You know, you've experienced and been exposed to so many different situations, so many different drivers that are in the world, so many different types of people, that now you are able to, from the Queen of Swords energy, you need to perhaps go to the Queen of Wands energy, which is about from doing and knowing and speaking, you then inspire and teach and ground and build a platform for and motivate others how to do it. This is what you're meant to do. You bring people up. You bring people up, people who are in this energy of the Five of Swords, like where they don't know what to do, they don't know what to say, they're conflicting with other people, they have conflict in their lives, they've got tension in their lives, they've got stress in their lives, or they're very, perhaps even, what is this, like very lackadaisical. That is the word, very lackadaisical. They don't see anything else beyond what they already have. They don't see, they don't aspire to want to do better, to want to get better. Let me get that in focus. Okay, so they're just happy sitting there under the big old tree, feeling the breeze, shooting the breeze, not doing anything else. So these two people, these two kinds of people, or just basically the people who have not understood the need to elevate themselves, understood the need to develop and grow, you are meant to help them and teach them with compassion and kindness and empathy and understanding. You see, these two queens, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Cups, surround Judgment. This is what you're meant to do. This is your life purpose. And you went through all this journey to get here so that you can now transfer knowledge, teach, share, motivate, help others who may be in the same situation that you were in way back then, or perhaps even in different situations. It doesn't matter. But if they're not progressing, if they're not helping themselves, if they're not developing, you can then show them the way of how they could develop. What else is in store for them? What are the potential opportunities? What is the possibility that's out there? Okay, so you may be here on this earth to help bring others up. You may be a healer because others have gone through difficulties and stress. They may have been hurt. They may have then given up. But you may be a healer, but you're also very much a teacher. And you're going to bring them to success with what you do. Oh my gosh, that's an amazing life purpose. I am so happy for you, and I'm so happy that you came to this reading, Pile 1, so that you may understand what is in store for you. If you're already doing this or you're on your pathway, let me know in the comments what you're doing, because it's always so inspiring and so enlightening to see people want to help others and make the effort to help others, which is also a way of helping themselves as they rise to the next level. Amazing. Okay, let's close now with a card from the Archangel Power Oracle deck. So you have the Two of Michael, Pile 1. It will all be better if you just make a decision. Over analyzing a problem, find a compromise. So the Two of Michael, always the Two of Swords, eh? So let's put this together with your Magician card. Know that you can manifest this, okay? Then there's always like a few ways of how to do it. You may wonder, how am I going to teach this person? How am I going to teach that person? What is this person's situation? What is this person's challenge? How may I help them? How might I be of service to them, in helping them see the way, or learn for themselves, or realize for themselves what is their situation and what they need to do next. So, but you are going to help them manifest the answer. You're going to help them understand, realize, analyze, problem solve with creativity, with kindness, and with inspiration. All right. So I am so grateful that you've been here, and I am very honored to have been able to share this life purpose of yours with you, so that you have maybe a little bit more insight into what you're here to do, Pile 1. So if this reading has been helpful, please do give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Comment, share, subscribe to the Three Lotus Tarot, and I really hope to see you again in the next one. Until then, bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Three of Swords with the gold crown. So firstly, let's take a look at your energy from the Three of Swords. It looks difficult, it looks stressful, it looks painful. A little bit of it looks like anger. But the Three of Swords is that energy of heartbreak, right? Of trauma, of pain, of emotionally, well, I mean, a truth may have come to your knowing, and you're feeling like, oh, your heart's stabbed through. Okay, so that may be what you're feeling right now, Pile 2. But let's get some cards about what is life, the life purpose for Pile 2, please. What is the life purpose for Pile 2, please? A lot of cards. I'm going to put this back in, okay? Let's just take a proper look. What is the life purpose of Pile 2, please? What is Pile 2's life purpose, please? Let's take a look at these cards first. And I do want to say, wow, so all the cards have come out face down. Is it trying to... It's not something that's easy to tell you. Or the information may not be like... not all bits of information you're allowed to see at this point in time, pile 2. But let's take a look. Okay, so you've got the 4 of Wands, the Hanged Man, 4 of Swords, the King of Cups, and the 9 of Cups. Okay, so let us take a look at this. I feel as if it's telling us a story, like in this manner. What is pile 2's life purpose? Pile 2, it really looks to me as if you are undergoing a metamorphosis at the moment, or a period of change, a period where you have decided to leave behind a lifestyle or a pattern of behavior and change. The card that stands out to me the most here is the Hanged Man, which is what, you know, drives my intuitive thought about it. And I think that change in behavior and the way you process things in your life and the way you live your life now, perhaps it may be causing you a lot of difficulty or a lot of challenge and tension, because that change is quite big, that change is profound, and you're not used to the new way yet, but you are in that midst of transformation. I don't know if this transformation was something you brought into the real world because you decided on it, or it came about out of your control. Okay, I don't see like a major transformation card here, but the Hanged Man tells me, and the 4 of Swords tells me that, you know, now you're in that position. So this may have been something that has happened some time ago, but now you are trying to perhaps, like, you know, you had a life that was very different in the past, maybe more where you enjoyed the creature comforts of life. Okay, the King of Cups, the 9 of Cups, you enjoyed yourself, you had a life of luxury, wine, women, and song, so to speak. Okay, and you had a good time. You had a good time. You spent your money, you were giving, you were happy, you felt contented and spoiled with the life that you were living. But then for some reason, something happened and you changed. You decided to change, or a change was brought upon you. And now you're in a position where, like, you know, you may be moving towards stability and peace and quiet, but the ironic thing is that whilst you are moving there, you may be feeling this 3 of Swords energy of like there's this big ache and pain in your head, you know, and it's very different, because remember at the beginning I said that, you know, you had a burst of clarity, a burst of thought, or something that came into your life, and you realized something, and that's what's causing that 3 of Swords energy in your life, that hurt and pain and heartbreak, because we know the 3 of Swords is always about heartbreak, right? So but we never talk about the swords that are going into the heart in the classic imagery. So perhaps, yeah, you had an epiphany, a discovery, a revelation about yourself, and you wanted to move in a different life, different style from what was there before, but in that process you may be encountering and experiencing a lot of heartbreak, a lot of heartache. You may not be used to it. You may have to get familiar with how to live your life a different way. I don't think this has happened just recently, so perhaps you've been in this feeling of the Three of Swords, the energy of the Three of Swords for some time now, you know, so it is weighing on you. Wow, okay, that sounds difficult. How to, let's get a few more cards and see what else we can find out about. Remember when I told you your cards came out all face down, and there are some things that we may not be able to know, or we're not allowed to know, or we can't really see everything yet. Yeah, it's kind of challenging for me too, you know, to understand the situation. And perhaps that's what you feel too. Perhaps sometimes you feel, pal, too, that why did I decide to do this? Why did I like you know, that famous book, right? The monk who sold his Ferrari. So maybe you're wondering, like, why did I give all that up? Why did I make a decision to change things? And it's so much harder now. Life was easy, life was good, I was happy. Why did I do it? You know, but yes, something called you to do it, right? So let's get some more information. Like I said, you've got the Five of Swords. It is difficult. It is difficult. You feel that sadness or that loss, and sometimes you feel that loss about the old life. You feel the loss of the old life, so you haven't really come to grips with it yet. Oh wow, you've got the Emperor in conjunction with the Hangman. You've got the Seven of Wands. Okay, I see. Eight of Swords. Yeah, so a lot of swords here. Whilst you may be feeling trapped, whilst you may be feeling like the truth of the matter, the decision that you made, the principle you set down, the action that you decided to take to step away from the old life, or the old style, or something. Maybe you are leaving a bad habit behind, a habit of excess, or a habit of lot of emotions. Like maybe, you know, you wanted to calm yourself down a bit, but whatever it is, there's something that you wanted to leave behind. And whilst you may be feeling that it's difficult, whilst you may be feeling that I'm trapped now, you know, I'm never going to get out of this because I've been doing this, I've been trying to get to the other state, but I can't get there. I feel trapped. I feel that nothing is moving. There's no progress. I'm not developing. I'm not growing. Has it all been just a waste of my time? Is it worth it? Because I was happy back then. I was living a happy, good life, you know. But yeah, this may be a spiritual calling for you, pal, too. It may be a spiritual calling that is asking you to discover yourself differently. Okay? But you are asked to, while you are going on this journey, and you may not have reached it yet, you are asked to be strong and stand up for what you decided when at that moment in time when you made that decision. Remember the motivations for it. Remember the rationale for it, why you decided to do it. And in front of the baying wolves of blue and gray and gloominess and tears and anger, stand tall. Stand tall in your white suit here, because you know you are doing the right thing. You are headed towards a right goal, a big goal that will be important for you. And you should stand strong. You should stand tall. You should. Look at his posture, and then look at the Emperor next to him, beside him. You know, this may be a very clear indication. This is you now, and you're going to progress and grow into a strong, wise leader of yourself or leader of others. We don't know yet, but you know, you are going to get there. So do not give up. You are going to get there. Pile 2. Okay. What is Pile 2 meant to do with this life purpose? What is Pile 2 meant to do in this or with this life purpose? What is pile 2 meant to do with this life purpose? Again, all your cards coming out face down. Let's try to decipher it. Okay, many cards here. So the one card that came out open is the Page of Swords. There's a new beginning. There's a new beginning, a new truth, and you have to be strong and possess that attitude, that strength, that desire, that keenness, the spirit to want to go out there and learn something new and to embrace the new truth. Okay, so now let's see, what are you supposed to do with this life purpose of yours? Why are you on this journey of learning and changing and developing and transformation? You've got the King of Wheels here. We have got the Three of Wands. I just want to make sure that it is focusing, guys. My camera seems to not be focusing so well. We've got the Wheel of Fortune. Beautiful card. Seven of Cups. Two of Swords. And wow, the Hierophant. Okay, you are here because you are learning something, and you might become a great big inspiration or a guru or a go-to or an example or a model for somebody else in the future. Let me move this along so you can see your Hierophant card. Okay, look at all these, the last row of cards here, guys. Everything is now colored. Everything is now headed towards something better. So look, you're changing your world. You're changing, you went into that pause of your old life so that you can refresh yourself, rejuvenate, and give birth to a stable new way of being. Okay, and you're going to be like the King of Wheels. The King of Wheels is the King of Pentacles, who has that control and that great life in the 3D world, because he's reached that pinnacle of his life. Okay, you're gonna be able to reach out and grasp the results and the outcome of the work that you have done. The Three of Wands follows the Two of Wands. The Two of Wands is planning, looking at the world of opportunities, and then making decisions about what to do and where to go. Three of Wands is standing there and watching those plans roll out, you know, under your hands, and then seeing the results come in, the ships coming in. All right, with your treasures. It is a big change for you. It is a change that was meant to happen. This is the life journey that you have to go through. Perhaps this is the life journey, the life mission that you signed up for when you came into being as a human being. Okay, when your soul came here. The bigger, more intrinsic lesson that you're supposed to learn, I can't really tell from here, perhaps because it is a collective reading, so everybody has their own goal, their own big lesson to learn. But what I'm here to share with you is that I see that you are on a journey. Your journey, your efforts, your pain, your struggle is acknowledged, pile 2. In case you feel that, what am I doing this for? I'm putting myself through hell for what? Right? I want to tell you, you are acknowledged. Your efforts are acknowledged. And the great thing is that you are told, you're shown here that you will reach the other side, from this to this. Look at that, from the gray to the red, from the gloom to life. And it's going to be so much richer for you. You may have felt that your old life was so wonderful, so luxurious, so indulgent, but what you're going to encounter at the end of your journey is even richer. Okay, not necessarily from a monetary financial perspective, but it's going to fill your heart better. It may be a much more spiritual way for you to be. The thing is that, you know, your specific goal is specific to you, so you know what it is that you're striving for, what you're trying to get. Perhaps you had a great life, perhaps you had a high powerful job paying a lot of money, but maybe you had no time to enjoy yourself, time with your family, time with your loved ones. Perhaps you were unhealthy because you spent all your time working and you were stressed out. So now there may be a richer life on the horizon for you, from a perspective of, I'm not so stressed out, I'm healthier, I get to spend time, watch my children grow, for example. Okay, so the sky is your limit. The world is your oyster. 7 of Cups. You can do anything you want. You can choose how you want to craft this journey, or you can choose that end grail that you want to hold in your hands, right? The treasure at the end of the road. It's not over yet. Your life journey towards your final purpose of achieving what you have in mind, it's not over yet. There is still a journey. There are still decisions that you have to make, or sometimes you're still going to be revisited by that ghost of past lives. So like, oh, why am I doing this? Okay, I got to remind myself why I'm doing this. Remember the Emperor, remember the 7 of Wands, standing tall, fighting for what you believe in, because at the end, you will be that king of your world. Okay, you will reap the rewards. And the best thing perhaps is also, because it's a Hierophant, it is a major arcana, it is a major goal or achievement or milestone also for you, pile 2. So what's going to happen is that I think that you will be very inspirational. Your story might be very inspiring to people out there, or even inspiring to your children. Yes, yeah, they're going to see how you did it, how you made a difficult decision for yourself, and then you stuck it out and made it come true. You're going to be an inspiration to your kids, or to the people who really look up to you in your close circle. This is amazing. And that's going to fulfill you very, very much, pile 2. That's what you have at the culmination of the journey. This is your life purpose. Okay, well, this is your life journey towards your purpose, what it is that you wish to achieve at the end of the day. All right, so let's get some cards of advice. What advice can we give? Obviously not so many cards. What advice can we give the pile 2? What advice can we give pile 2 from the Archangel Power Oracle? There. What advice can we give pile 2? Okay. So you have the 5 of Ariel, 5 of Pentacles. You needn't go through your current challenges alone. Help is nearby. Negative thoughts create self-fulfilling prophecies. So remember, stand strong as the Emperor and protect what you believe. Okay? You made this decision to leave that life behind, or to leave that habit, to leave that behavior, to leave that thought process, to leave that person, that situation, whatever it is in your case. Okay, you made a decision to leave it behind. Do not falter now. Be strong. Be strong. Okay, so you might feel that lack sometimes in your life. You might feel like, oh my God, it's so difficult, but you know, don't give up. Help is nearby. There could be divine help that's coming to you from what we see with the angels. Okay, and don't think about what if I fail? This is too hard. I'm gonna fail anyway. I might as well stop now. Okay, don't have those negative thoughts, right? And then you also have the King of Gabriel. Keep your eyes on the big picture, pile 2, the big picture. Leave the details to others, for example, your angels and your spirit guides. Experience that leads to success, genuine concern for others. So do not forget that, please, pile 2. All right. You have a lot of strong cards, big cards, important cards that are telling you what you could end up with if you stick out this journey, hard though it may seem at the moment. These are 2 other cards that came out for you. You've got epiphany, joy through spiritual growth, be a light to others. What did I say about the Hierophant? Yeah, you could be very, very inspirational. Be a light to others. Answers that come through meditation. If you need to quell yourself, if you need to quiet down the negative thoughts and perk yourself up again, perhaps meditation might help. Okay, so you've got epiphany there, and then you've also got the Knight of Raphael. Go out there and fight. Pile 2, fight committed romantic relationships, being swept off your feet, situations or topics that make your heart flutter. Remember why you are doing it. Remember why you're doing it, and then go out there on your white steed, because you will wave that flag of victory at the end of it all. Right? So that was your life's journey towards your life purpose, pile 2. If you've liked this message, please give me a thumbs up. Thank you so much. I'm very appreciative that you were here to receive this message from your guides and the universe for you on your life purpose. Comment, share, subscribe to the 3 Lotus Tarot. Until I see you guys in the next one, bye. Hello, pile 3. Welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here. You chose the 4 of Wands with the white crown. So first of all, when I see this 4 of Wands card, I get the impression that you're here to build something. Notwithstanding the fact that it is the 4 of Wands, which usually symbolizes a marriage, a union, a happy union, a stable union, but basically, you know, people coming together and growing something, right? So, but the biggest thing that led me to that thought was this little seedling, this little tree, this little plant that's going in the hands of this man. So let us take a look at what cards you have to figure out what is your life purpose. Can we please know what is pile 3's life purpose? What can we know about pile 3's life purpose? Okie dokie. A card fell on the floor, so let me just go get that. Life purpose, pile 3. Let's take a look at your cards. Firstly, we've got death, the 7 of Wheels, the High Priestess. Oh, okay. The Tower. Wow. And the Wheel of Fortune. Guys, you have like 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana in 6 cards, okay? And these are all major arcana that speak to us about change and transformation. So at this point in your life, which is, you know, like my question is, what is your life purpose, right? At this point, at this phase, at this time, you're definitely undergoing a lot of change. And I think that a lot of the collective, like we can also see, like, you know, through the various piles that I have done today, we can also see that wind of change is flowing through a lot of the piles. And I think it's to do with the fact that as a collective on earth now, there are many things changing. The winds of change are here. There is a big leveling up spiritually, People are waking up. People are seeing things that they never used to see before. People are recognizing that there are different agendas at hand. And sometimes what we see in the media, sometimes what we see portrayed, sometimes what we're taught even or given information about is not necessarily the truth. Okay, so there's more thinking for oneself, or there's more letting go of control, there's more trusting. So there is a lot of change and enlightenment and awakening that is happening in the world. And I see here, Pile 3, that it very clearly states this for you. Okay, so at this point in your life, Pile 3, a big change is happening. So we've got the Death card, we've got the Tower, which are all major changes, right? Major changes. When something old dies, something new grows. And remember what I said about that growing of the plant here too, right? So, like where, and then I see those, okay, they may be stars to you, but to me, they represent like snowflakes. So when snow falls, you know, and how it blankets the world, it seems like it's so fresh and so pure and so quiet, and that everything is anew. You feel like you could just start anew, like anything old, wrong, negative that you've done before can be wiped clean, and it's a new slate for you, right? So there is that feeling that this Death card is giving to me. And we see new life coming out from the death of the old. And the Tower also shows us that burning, that destruction of something old so that something new can come about. Okay, and then I think that you have it is a spiritual awakening now that you're going through. It is a spiritual awakening because you are learning different things. You're seeing different things for what they are. You're learning to come out from behind the wool that's being pulled over the collective's eyes. Like, for example, I mean, just to make it very simple, right? When you look at these pentacles that are half planted in the ground, you're not seeing the seeds and the plants or the vegetation. You're not seeing that, even though, like, it all looks, let's take a look at the picture without the crows first, right? Even though it looks like a what is it called, like a planting field, right? A planting field where farmers would plant their seeds so that vegetation can grow, so that fruits can grow, whatever it may be. But the thing is, even though it looks like it, you seem to be able to see it for what it is, and you realize that it's pentacles, it's stuff that cannot grow. It's different from what you were told should grow in a plantation field. So it looks, there is that oh my gosh, what is that word, okay, so I can't get that word, but basically what I want to say is that it is meant to be something. You're told that it's something. Look, guys, it's a planting field. We've planted vegetables into the ground and it's going to grow and we're going to be able to harvest. But you see it for what it is. These are not seedlings. These are not vegetable seedlings that are going to be growing into something that can be harvested. So you are seeing behind the scenes. You are seeing beyond the curtain, beyond the what has been told to you, what the propaganda, perhaps the agenda, the story that's being told. Okay, so you're seeing, you're realizing. And then what happens when we look at the ravens down here, when we look at the crows down here? There are seeds. There are seeds. But they're not being grown. They're not being perpetuated for the next round of harvesting. They're just being eaten by these crows. I'm not going to say anything else beyond that. You can make your own conclusions, but you are starting to see the mystique, the fog, the mist, the smoke in front of your eyes is starting to clear for you, pile 3, and you are tapping in. That's why I say it is a spiritual awakening for you. You are tapping in, because the High Priestess is that guardian of the waking world and the asleep world, this world, that world, the you know, there is that curtain, that veil that's in between, and then we don't always, as in a human experience, we don't always see beyond this veil. But when you have the intuition or the gut instinct or the psychic ability, then you can recognize and see on both sides of the veil. So you don't just see with your human eyes. There is something else that guides you, a third eye, a psychic intuition, or a gut instinct, like what I mentioned. So that's why I say it is a human it is a spiritual awakening. Sorry, I was very drawn to the keys that I see here. So you have been given the keys, pile 3. You have been given the trees. You have been you are being guided. I don't know if you see this yet. I don't know whether you realize that you're on this path yet, but you're starting it out. For some of you, for others of you, you're a little bit further down the journey already. But basically, that is what is happening for you at this moment. That is a spiritual awakening that's happening for you, and the wheels are turning. This is what is happening in your life right now. That is so exciting. So I don't know if you're growing yourself, something new for yourself. You're growing into becoming a healer. You're growing into becoming a teacher. But there is a growth for yourself and potentially for others as well. Okay, so what else can we know about pile 3's life purpose at this moment? What else can we know about pile 3's life purpose at this moment? Oh, this is 4 cards. I'm going to put these back. Too many cards. What else can we know about pile 3's life purpose? All right, so these cards have come out. Firstly, you've got the Knight of Wands, and then the King of Swords, and then the King of Wheels. Yep, so there is a big change in your physical world. You're going to become the King of Pentacles. So you're going to be stable. You have the information. You have the knowledge. You have the control over your life. That's where you're getting towards. Okay, and then we also have the King of Swords here, which you know comes in conjunction with the 7 of Wheels, which I spoke at length about. Okay, so I take this to mean intuitively that when you have the knowledge, when you have the information about what is going on, then please stand in the truth, the light of the truth. Don't fall in with the agenda. Don't hide behind, and don't continue to perpetuate certain information that may be out there that may not be true or not be for the greatest good of yourself or people out there. So bring your sword of truth, bring your sword of justice, bring clarity, truth, communication, clear communication, honest communication to people around you. You have that responsibility. That is, I believe, your final life purpose. Like overall, that is your life purpose. To be in control, to be in a position where you can influence and learn and teach and share in your life. And you're going to bring that King of Swords energy, which is, let me share with you what the truth is. Let me show you the potentials, the possibilities, and then you can decide where you want to go, as long as you are making the decision and you're not following some agendas or lies that are put out into the world, by following it like sheep. Okay, at this present moment. So this is where you're going to reach, but at this present moment, in this moment of change and transformation on your journey, I think it may be quite a new journey, or you are still a fledgling. You are asked to continue to fight on. You are asked to, be strong, have that conviction, have that that optimism and enthusiasm and spirit and will to go in there and fight the fight and change, learn, see, so that realizations can come to you and through you to other people. It sounds inspired, Pile 3. Really sounds inspired. Okay. All right. So now what I mean, so much information has come through this now. What is the next question? How can you be successful through this journey? How can Pile 3 be successful through this journey, please? How can Pile 3 be successful through this journey? Let's see, because there may be certain things that, the cards, your spirit guides, the universe can tell us about how you can persevere and learn, maybe, clearer, learn better, learn faster, whatever it may be. But of course, it will happen when it's due to happen, when it's supposed to happen, when the time is right. Okay, Pile 3, what was the question? How can you be successful at this transformation, at this life journey? 4 of Swords, 5 of Wheels, Strength, of course, right? And Judgment. Okay, so very, very quickly, I just said very, very quickly. How ironic. What I want to tell you is that I immediately saw the message that was coming through to you on how you can be successful at this transformation in order to reach your life's purpose. Firstly, whilst you are asked to, fight the good fight, take the time to understand and recognize the lessons or the information or the knowledge or the messages that are coming to you. Do not rush it. You don't have to rush to do something. You have to understand it and then you persevere at it. Okay, this is what the Knight of Wands is, to persevere, to work hard at it. But do not rush. Take the time to understand the lesson that is being taught to you, or take the time to understand the message and the information that's being given to you. Okay, if you need to learn how to meditate, if you need to learn how to quiet your mind and quiet your heart so that you may reach that next level of understanding, consciousness and awareness, then please take some effort towards that. That's what the Knight of Wands is about. Take that effort. Okay, see things for what they truly are. In life, do not be hoodwinked, do not be foiled, do not be tricked, do not be led astray just by what you hear and see and what is being taught or what is being shared, whatever it may be, what's being told to you. Okay, decide for yourself. Use the information, the knowledge that you have been given, the intuition, so that you may see what the situation truly is. And this doesn't have to be like on a global scale, Pile 3. This does not have to be like for the world at large. This can also be a skill set that you use, or that you allow yourself to be guided by when it comes to even people coming into your life, situations, opportunities coming into your life. Okay, so just see it for what it truly is. You of course have to have strength to see it through, to fight the good fight, like what I mentioned, to do the work. Have strength, have conviction, and make the right decisions. Make the right decisions, because judgment is here, and this is where you are being called. There is a consciousness call, there is a spiritual calling. And when I say spiritual, I don't just mean like, you know, oh, I'm going to become very religious, or I'm only going to meditate, I'm going to be a vegetarian. I don't mean stuff like that. Okay, so don't be, I don't want to miscommunicate. So I want you to understand it. When I say spiritual calling, it just means that you are taking the effort and the time to go within yourself and understand. Try to see things differently. It may not be for good or for wrong, for right or for wrong, for good, for bad, not necessarily. The only thing that you're asked to do is to see with clarity and make up your own mind. Because you have been given, with the high priestess, you have been given that intuition, you have been given insight, capability to understand certain things that other people may not be able to understand, to feel, to receive, download messages. So if you have that capability, then that is make use of that in the proper way. Don't waste it. So that spiritual calling is about understanding, seeing things differently, thinking for yourself, and then making a decision per the intuition or the guidance or the knowledge that you have. Okay, so but being strong, it looks like it is going to be necessary. Pile 3. Now I do want to end with some advice from the archangels. What advice can we please give Pile 3 as they go down their exciting life journey? Okay, so we have Pile 3 solutions. Success that comes from objective compromise, self-control, and patience. Ooh, what did I tell you? See, take the time. Forgiving and healing energy. Yes, I think you have to heal yourself first, and then you'll go on from there. Okay, so solutions. And 3 of Gabriel, 3 of Wands. Prosperity arising from wise planning. Time to take the next step, Pile 3. Optimistic plans that turn out as expected. Yeah, so you have this opportunity to grow and develop yourself, your spiritual calling, your psychic intuition. So you have that very, very privileged opportunity to see things, see the world, see life, people as it truly is, and not be tricked or led astray or led down a different path that's not for your highest good. So take that opportunity. You have that privilege now, so please take it and work on your own transformation, your own development, your own calling. Okay, this is something that was meant to happen for you with the Wheel of Fortune. So it is amazing, and I wish you all the best. All the best. It is all in your hands, Pile 3. If you've liked this reading, please give me a thumbs up, comment, share, subscribe to the 3 Lotus Tarot, and until I see you guys in the next one, have a great transformation. Bye.